What up, y'all? What up? What up? What up? You guys know what it is. It's your boy, Kobe Williams, back at it again with another one. With another one. We did good yesterday. Opening day was not bad. We could have set that board. World Series. I hope you guys were listening when I told you guys very specifically. If you like Washington, you pick Washington two ways. You pick Washington on the World Series to win the World Series and Washington to win the game one. Washington won game one. Now, if you want them to win the World Series, because now you know how everybody sees, oh shit, they beat Cole. They want them with the World Series. Now you're not going to get the payout you deserved when you should have picked them the first time. But for all you guys that missed that, I hope you guys learned about buying lines at the right time. And if you need any advice about that, you know where to find me at K Williams 811. And I'm glad, more than happy to show you guys and help you guys figure out the best ways to beat the line and put that shit into your favor. Now, we have two games in NHL today, one game in MLB, and a bunch of NBA games. So the West that the West that is there is NBA, and this is game. This is the real day of NBA. If you guys followed yesterday, the Raptors got their rings, the big rings. I know you guys seen the big rings, and they almost did not cover, but it took them OT, which we cashed. If you guys were watching the show yesterday, the over cashed as well. I told you guys it's going to be a fast paced game, so if you guys followed, you guys cashed on that. The under in the Clippers game cashed as well, but the Lakers did not do what they're supposed to do. And like when I watched the game and I really thought about it, I was so stupid. I let my feelings go before my capping. Meaning I like Lakers, but I know better. Lakers is a new team. They still need to gel, all that shit. There's a lot of things going on. And Clippers is basically the same team plus Kawhi. Like, you understand what I'm saying? So like I should have known better. And they opened as 1.5 favorites before all that when the line opened. You know? So I should have known better. But we'll get back to it. It's just the beginning of the season, and we'll know how to handle it better. You know what I mean? So don't worry. We got you. We got you. NHL though, we killed that shit last night. That shit, we had tons of premium plays. We had inside plays, and we lost two picks. 13 picks in total, including premium and show plays, and we lost two. So that's not bad. If you guys are not on the package already, go hit that package up. I'm telling you guys already know it is worth it. Now, two games today. Detroit versus Ottawa. We got Brenner in the net against Nielsen. Nielsen's 0-2-1. He's looking for his first win as a Senator. And Brenner, he's 2-2. 50%, not too bad. Not too bad. You know what I'm saying? Not too bad, but we all know that these guys are not. It's far away from great. You know what I mean? Straight up. So who has the edge here? That's the question. Let's break it down. Who has the edge here? Both teams. Both teams are not good at home. Ottawa, the only place they could win is at home. They haven't won out on the road yet. And one of these guys are going to win today. One's on a 5-game losing streak, one's on a 4-game losing streak. So in this game, what do I see happening? I can see an under 6 in this one. I can see an under 6, you know. I can see this game going like two shit teams, like these goalies, the two shit teams are making these goalies look like gods and shit. Like I can see that happening, you know what I mean? And honestly, I like the under 6 because they're the type of teams that's supposed to go over every time. And I think these guys are gonna stand on their head, if you know what I mean. So I like the under 6 in this one. The next game is Penguins and Lightning. Well, this game, Penguins on a 2-game losing streak. Penguins, we already know, is injured. And we already know, first thing we already know is we like the unders in there until they start valuing these teams at a certain price. But we have a guy named Jerry in the net against Velasquez. And Lightning, they're struggling as well. This should be a spot for Lightning to win. But is it that easy? Lightning, honestly, they should whop the floors with these guys. Penguins, all they have is one guy, and it's catching up to them. They don't really have a lot of scores. They don't really have a lot of much. They're really injured little. And I believe that the Penguins are a vulnerable team at the moment, and Lightning should attack them. Now, the reason why I'm just saying, oh, just go pick Lightning, you know what I'm saying? Is that Lightning has been playing kind of shoddy, you know? And like this game right here is going to determine who they are. If Lightning does not win this game, then I know what type of Lightning team this is. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I seen the other shit, but this is the test right here. Because they should beat these guys by really a lot, you know? Because like they're on a back to back. Not only are they on a back to back, they're injured. And Lightning's at home. Like, finally show us something. Like, you know, yeah, I know their defense is not as good as it was before, but like, come on. You're just gonna do things like this all the time? Like, come on, man. Show us what you're really made of, you know? You know what I'm saying? So this Lightning in regulation, I guess, but I like the under in this one too. I like the under in both games. If anything, because like I don't see Penguins scoring on Velasquez. This Jerry guy, I have no other way but to think he's going to get hit. Like, who the hell is this guy? You know what I mean? If he doesn't, then it goes under. You know, so I like the under in this one. You know, so I like the under in both games in the NHL. Under both 6, and those plays will be posted on my Twitter at kwilliams811. And just know, any other things you have or anything like that? Let me know. Okay? Let me know. Now, the MLB. We're back on the MLB Nationals versus Houston. And this game, Nationals cashed as nice underdogs. They beat Cole. Cole is finally human. And what's really good about everything is that we were right on in the chat. We were right on in the chat. Everybody knew where they wanted to go. Everybody knew what they wanted to do, and we all knew that it is what it is. You know what I mean? And they like that. So that was pretty nice. And now today we have Verlander on the mound, and Strasburg. Now, do we go back to the over like it cashed easy or what? Who knows? Who knows? All I know is that Verlander and Strasburg, these two, like for argument's sake, these two are better than the last two pitchers that played yesterday. Respectively. Obviously, no disrespect to the last two pitchers that played yesterday, but these two are arguably better than those two, and those two have some stats to show how good they really are. You know what I mean? So let's just get right into this right here. If you look at the stats here, Verlander is a very, very good pitcher. But Verlander in the World Series, just the World Series stats, not postseason stats, Verlander is 0-4 in his starts. Okay? Now, all I know is that stat is very eye popping to me because this is a guy that shows a lot of skill, a lot of poise, and when he was asked about that, he didn't come back to the answer with some anyways, he talked about, well, as long as I get my mechanics right, I'll have nothing to worry about. I'm just gonna go out there and play my game, like I don't like the way he talked about. I don't like the way he answered that. It felt like he wasn't confident in himself. But at the end of the day, his name is Verlander, first name Justin, and why wouldn't you want to back this guy? Strasburg now, he's on the mound, and he's also a good pitcher. This guy right here, he hasn't lost in the postseason yet. Okay, he basically is like the same type of pitcher as Scherzer. Okay, now when I look at this game, I'm like, shit. Could Washington win this again? Would you be a sucker trying to just beat Houston? But Houston's a better team if you look at it, right? With Verlander on the mound, does Verlander get his first World Series win? You know what I mean? As a starter, who knows? What's the over under at? 17.5 this one. Remember, it was at 6.5 before yesterday, which passed easily. Now, it was at 7.5 when I got up today and when I went to bed. And let's see if it's still there. Let's see. Is it still there? Let's check. Because if it's still there, I'm telling you guys right now, okay, you would have to guaranteed, no way, okay, no, it's at 7.5 still right here. Personally, I would take the over again, but I also like Houston here at the point. I like Houston to battle this. I think we're gonna have a World Series. Are literally a good World Series. I think Houston takes this one tonight. I think Verlander wins this game without winning this game. You know what I mean? I think Verlander plays awful, but Houston's bats just come out to save his ass. That's how I feel. That's what I think. So I like Verlander here. Now we're in basketball. This right here, basketball, this is the type of year where we all love, but you have no stats to go on nothing. You know what I mean? It's very simple. If you guys have any pointers or any angles in the chat, just hit me up in the chat. If not, I'm just gonna zoom right through it and give a few plays on the basketball. I don't have a lot of plays on this because if no one's in here. If you're just jumping in, hit that like button. And you know, If you want to follow me on Twitter at kwilliams811, you'll find all the plays and all the picks there. If you missed anything, you know, and now we got the Chicago and Charlotte. That'll be the first game. Chicago and Charlotte, 3.5 minus for Chicago. Why? Because Charlotte is really trash right now. And Chicago, they honestly need to come true and beat teams that's worse than them. You know, I feel that they'll be better, but I want them to beat teams that's worse than them for them to really solidify their spot. Like this is a weak East, you know? And if you look at the Charlotte lineup, everybody's small, everybody's garbage. Like Chicago should get all the boards, should get everything on these guys, and just handle their business. But this is the type of game that we'll just have to watch and keep it simple, see what it is, you know. Orlando Magic is the team against Cleveland is a team that I will be backing in the future. Why? Their team they basically brought back their whole team from last year that got in the playoff run. The Cleveland, they're not going to be good. They're going to be bottom feeders. They also have a coach from college basketball that decided to take the money and bring his talents to Ohio, like he's going to save this place. And I don't think he will. You know, I can see these guys fucking these guys up. Orlando for sure, I can see them doing this, but at the end of the day, no play yet on that. Indiana, Detroit, Indiana minus 7.5. We got Victor Oladipo. We got no Blake Griffin. He's out for a bit. So this is the Detroit team that didn't play too well in the preseason, but Indiana also didn't play too well. So it's like who really is it to blame, you know? And these guys right here, I tell you this, Indiana is one of them teams that you better not be sleeping on because they're gonna come true. They're gonna come true and do their thing. You know what I mean? And you can't like. Do I like them here in this spot? I think the defense is gonna be very very good. There's not a lot of shooters on either side. I think there's gonna be a lot of bricks. That's how I look at that shit. But that's just a game that I would really look into this one for sure. See how Reggie and Derrick Rose will blend. See what happens. See what type of pace they roll on. Indiana still, I like the little accusations they got, but Oladipo as a leader in the locker room coming back, I like that too. So I like the way they stand here, and I think they'll be very good in the power rankings. Boston, Philly. Brad Stevens has a very good track record of road game successes. Philadelphia, they have no Reddick. They traded Reddick. Now they have Josh Richardson. Josh Richardson is not no Reddick, but he plays better defense than Reddick. Their team, basically, Joel Embiid, Ben Simmons was questionable, but he's going to play. Then he has to deal with Al Horford and Kimber Walker, Cantor. Is Cantor going to hold Joel Embiid? That's the question here. These guys are favored 5.5. The only thing now, Philadelphia is not a good spread team, like opening as well. With all the pieces, they better play some defense. I don't think the points will be going as high. and I don't really think that it'll be serious like that, but I like Brad Stevens in this situation, you know. Next one, Miami, Memphis. Debut of Jimmy Buckets on Miami. We got we got fucking Memphis. It's gonna be this is not the grindhouse no more team. This is a team that's just gonna run, 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 run. You understand what I'm saying? That's what's gonna happen here. They're gonna run, they're gonna run, and did I say they're gonna run? Yeah, they're gonna run. So, and I don't think Miami. Well, Eric Spoelstra has a good track record to have his team prepared and ready. Jimmy Buckets is there. Waiters is there. They're gonna be a little shoddy inside because they don't have Whiteside and shit, so they should be faster too. You know. Now, this game for sure. I'm gonna look. If you look at the preseason and Memphis games, they went over. They're a very fast paced team. It's not like New Orleans. They weren't going 150 possessions within the thing, 116, but they're gonna go pretty fast. Minnesota, Brooklyn. Brooklyn is one of those teams that I feel that you know, no Kyrie, they still have their same type of team on the wings, but Minnesota been together for a very long time, and it's like eventually they're gonna break up if they don't show something. So like for Minnesota to be at the situation, and we all know that Wiggins doesn't play defense, so that with the accusations they have on the wing, they're able to put Wiggins on the shittest person on the other side, so he doesn't look like he's not good at defense at all, if you know what I mean. And on top of it, he just started his little foundation again, $22 donated to a foundation every time he scores. So Wiggins is going to be a little motivated to score some buckets at the early end. Jeff Teague is obviously going to get torched by Kyrie, but Jeff Teague wants to run fast pace as well. He told his coach he wants to run fast, 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 get his little breaks in between shit and fast. So over looks pretty good to me, but this looks like it's going to be a running game. Aside here, we'll only look at Minnesota if I'm looking at a side, but this is a game that would have to be much watch TV for sure. Kyrie debuts in Brooklyn, man. They said he was the cancer and stuff. Now we're gonna see, is he really that? You know? San Antonio, New York. That spread was 9. Now it went up to 10. Now it's probably at 11 some places if you guys are liking. San Antonio brings back a few of their players. Uh, Dante Murray, he's going to be back off the surgery for and injury. New York got a little big pieces. Julius Randle's the star man over there. But you guys heard what KD said. No one wants to go to New York. You know what I mean? So Spurs should obviously beat these guys, but we don't know what type of Spurs we're gonna get. Spurs is not that same team we know, and that's a lead that just steps on your neck like I'm Spurs, step on your neck. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't know all that, but hopefully they do what they have to do. It could go over, it could go under. The type of pace they're gonna play in Texas for the opener, I think Pop is like something and something on opening days, which is a good result, but who knows? Washington, Dallas, we have Porzingis and Doncic. They're gonna be playing against our boy Beal. John Wall is not back yet. He might not return. And Washington, they're just one of those teams that should imply on defense, but they're not really good. If you're looking at a spot, we don't know what Dallas is going to get neither. So I will wait to see what type of pace they're going to get, but I can't wait to see those two kids go together and play together. Utah, Oklahoma. I know Utah looks like one of them easy picks, but Oklahoma, Chris Paul, they have a few. Adams going to do his thing. Adams going to do his thing. Utah, we have Mike Conley. It's gonna be wicked. It's gonna be wicked. It's gonna be nice. Chris Paul is just gonna dash these guys up. I want to see. I want to see how OKC is gonna look without Westbrook. That's what I'm really interested in. I'm really interested to see how that's gonna play out. Denver, Portland. Portland, they had a couple accusations. Whiteside, Portland traded Harkless. They have a few players. They have a few pieces. And Denver, they're coming off a time when they should have won. You know what I mean? Like there should have been no reason that they lost in those playoffs, but it was against Portland. So I don't want everybody to think this is a revenge spot or whatever the hell you're gonna say. At the end of the day, you look at this, you pick wisely. You check the stats, you see who's playing, look at the over under. It might be too much, it might be too little, but don't try to say, oh, revenge spot, so we're gonna pick Denver. Relax here. And then last but not least, Phoenix and Sacramento has pitched big shooters. Bagley should do his thing this year. Buddy Eel just signed his big contract, so he should handle his business. Phoenix, on the other hand, they have a few players. They have Rubio. I don't think Rubio is going to be able to handle Fox. Swiper the Fox. I don't think you're going to be handling him. I think it's going to be too fast for him. Uh, I don't like Phoenix's big man against Sacramento. Big man, I just don't like the matchup. If you can't get rebounds, you can't win games. You know what I'm saying? Straight up that. People say defense wins games, but bro, if you can't score and can't get a second chance of scoring, you're fucked. You know, that means I have more possessions in the game. You understand what I'm saying? Not because of defense, just because you can't score. You know, or you don't have people big enough, so I get the ball. So you guys already know. That's a little recap of NBA. Tomorrow we have NFL. You know, if you guys haven't hit that NFL package yet, hit it up. It's there's a few weeks left. Let's try to get that money together. Obviously, we hook you up. We have a one special going on right now. If you guys want, we have NCAA going on. A few weeks left, and you guys already know if you want any type of the package, hit me up on K Williams 811 and shout out to you guys in the chat. Shout out to you guys hitting me up on the thumbs up. Straight up. You guys know what I like. I like Houston today. I like the unders in all the hockey games. So you guys already know. At the end of the day, hit me up tomorrow. Follow me on Twitter at kwilliams811, Kobe Williams 514 on Instagram. And I'm Kobe Williams. This shit ain't nothing without you guys. Thank you guys for watching. And I'm out of here. Peace.